How's it, guys? Thanks for joining us here at Build a Bond. Just to start off and say thank you for your support. We really appreciate it, whether you bought this or if you got it as a gift. It's just great to see people supporting our idea. The whole idea of Build a Bond is to build relationships, build a bond, and to have some educational process that runs through it, and then also that the children are having fun. If I can also just say, it's not just a stereotype of dads and lads, but also moms and misses, or even where dad and daughter can do it, or mom and son. So this is really geared to the whole family, and we just hope that you guys see it as a learning tool as well as building relationships within families. Cool. So today what we're going to do is we're going to do the cat scratcher. So that the toy may vary at the end depending on the variety that we can get, but you'll get a bowl, it'll have carpet in, and so that's what we're making, and then obviously the cat will come in. So it'll save your furniture. So mom and dad, you are welcome. You're welcome. I'm doing you all a favor. So, but this is really a nice little project, especially for those children that enjoy pets. So this is how the project would come. It would come with a big piece of carpet, like those squares that you buy. I'm just going to give you one square. You can take the whole thing and you can use it. And then it will come with a tool, the toy, that may vary. It will come with a bolt. Okay, and then you got screws and nails. I would suggest you screw it together. If you can't, nailing is another good idea. That's why I put them in there. But obviously, screwing is option number one. If you are going to nail it, even screwing it, I would suggest you're going to do glue at the same time. So don't just screw it or nail it together. But take the time and put some glue in there. I've even added in a drill bit. How simple is this? Like, you don't even have to leave the house. Like, you can simply do it all together. So it's awesome. Everything comes together, and then you got your string to hold on your toys. Okay, so I'm just going to go through the wood bits. Sandpaper even comes. I would suggest that you just give everything a little once over. Get rid of the edges, any potential splinters, and do that before you start. So, and then you can also give it a bit of a sand towards the end. It'll come with the tower. Those are the 4 pieces, the end cap, and in your base. I'm just going to move this piece of carpet. You want to keep it nice and clean. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to start with the tower. It seems to be a little bit of a battle. So obviously you've gone through your pamphlet and you've found the QR code there, which helps you orientate. So I'm just going to go through the process. So I've already marked mine. So what I've done is I've taken one and I've just lined it up there so I know the thickness. Okay, so this is 12mm ply, and you are then going to measure your holes. With this project, with the other projects, I just remind everyone that ply's got 2 sides to it. So it's either got a rougher side or the nice smooth side. So always try and orientate. If you've got another project, just bear this in your mind, that you always want the outside to look the best. But obviously this one's going to be covered with carpet. So it doesn't matter too much, and it's there to get destroyed by the ninja cat. Okay, so how this is going to start is I've now drawn my line. I've now put all the holes in there. I'm going to cheat. I've got my impact driver here. And I'm just going to put a screw in each hole. Okay, now what I want is I want my screws to protrude. Just a little bit. Why do you want your screws to protrude? Very good question. I'm glad you asked. This is a Meneer idea. Okay, so I'm going to... So I've got the 2 outsides. So my screws are protruding. My workbench or place is clean. I'm going to line up the sides. Okay. And then I'm going to pull that piece together. And now what that's going to do, it's going to make holes where I need to drill. Okay. So now I'm going to find that hole. Beautiful. Easy game. This one. Easy game. This one. So if you push hard enough, you will find those, and then all I've got to do is line it up again, and those will go in. So bring it to the edge, and I'm going to screw it in. All right, easy again. Make sure you hold it nicely down. Okay, then the next piece, let me put the screws in here. Okay, you can imagine yourself with these screws. Okay, with your child, they need to learn that life's not so easy. And I'm going to make sure these protrude as well. Okay. Right. Now, what you'll notice is that gives you a nice edge because I've used the edge to make sure it all stays flush. Okay. Now what's going to happen is that edge is going to become this one. And if you look at it, this one will be a bit lower because the screw will go in there and the screw will go in there. I'll show you in a second how it all fits together. Just so you get your bearings. So I'm pushing that in. Make sure you don't now put this somewhere else and turn it around because you want to make sure you might be 1 or 2 mils out, and that doesn't help the project anything. Okay, obviously at this point, this is where you add your glue. I don't want to keep too much of your time because I know you're dying to get going and your kids are probably tugging at your pants. Come on, Dad, I want to get going. Come on, Mom, let's get going. So now what you'll notice is I'm starting to, that one joins that one, that one joins that one. Then this one is going to come on there like that. So obviously it's like, yeah, it's not sitting, but I'll just, So now you will see that that's how it all fits together. Okay, so that one joins, so it's not like 2 pieces butt up against 2 pieces. So now it's nice and square. Okay, so you just keep doing that until you got it right. Then that would be your tower. Okay, before you put this end cap on, you're gonna mark the center and drill it. Okay, so from corner to corner will get your center. Beautiful. You guys are learning so quick. So what you would do, there's my center. Use this hole here. Just remember when you drill through. Okay. And then I'm going to put my string through. Okay. And I'm going to tie my knot. Because once you screw this on, believe it or not, you won't be able to tie it on. Like it's going to be a mission. Okay. So make sure you tie your knot and then you do this first before you screw this on. Okay. And then this, all this is, you would have to turn it around. Same story. Use your material that you got. Okay? Here we go. So now I've got it, so now I know I'll just measure from that side to that side, and I'll measure 6 mils in, because it's 12, so you want to be half, which is 6 mils. Okay, 6 mils from the edge, 6 mils from the edge, 6 mils from the edge, halfway. Okay, then you'd screw that on with your string dangling out. Just make sure you got that. Okay, then for the base, how do you get the base in the middle? The same scenario. I'm going to come from corner to corner. Okay, you don't have to go all the way, just go a little bit of the way. And then you have to go from corner to corner. Okay, now you've got your cross, and what you would do is you'd bring your, and you'd get the point on that one, the point on that one, and the point on that one. Then you know it's all squared up. Okay, and then you would mark the outside, and then you'd measure 6 mils in, halfway, drill, and then make sure you protrude your screw again and you squeeze it on top and it'll mark it for you. And then you will have your tower. Okay, so that's it. So now you've got your tower with your string hanging up, and you can decide where you want to. I've just tied a knot. Bring it a little bit closer here. I've just tied a knot on the outside, so as well as the inside, so it can only move that much. Okay. Then I've tied a knot so my bell stays that much. Okay. And then I just found a piece of wire at home and pushed it through here. Tied a nice little knot there so it doesn't come off. And then it hangs. Okay. Then what you're going to do, this is the tricky bit, is you're going to measure the side of your carpet, and I drew on this side. So I drew my mark, and then I've got a craft knife, and then I cut it out, and then you're going to have to get some glue. I don't want to make, if I add the glue, then it just gets too expensive, because obviously then I've got to add my suppliers cost and everything else. So you cuts really easy with a craft knife, and then all you do is you put your glue on both sides, and then you let it dry for the 10 minutes, and then you stick it on. Boom, Cat Scratcher 101. And those of you with a Ninja Cat, you're welcome. And thanks for joining us. Enjoy.